8:03. Not starting from scratch. I mean, I didn't clean up much. But I'm hungry and I'm going away for a couple days, so I don't want to leave leftovers. So let's make way too much food. Fuck, water is so good sometimes. Is that rust? Please don't be rust. I don't want the stain like I did on that side. This should belong here. That goes there. That is there. That is there. This is the jasmine rice I bought down in North Carolina, which is only one way I make rice, which is the fucking best way and also the messiest. So now I gotta clean a fucking pressure cooker thing. So pressure cooker in like that. Come on, you bitch. Get away from her, you bitch. This looks like a mess, but that's as clean as this gets now. That's smooth. Actually, let's rice up. So I need, let's see, I need like 2 servings of rice. So what does that equal to? Just cover the bottom barely. Because I don't know if they sell this brand. No, they don't, because it's Harris Teeter. Harris Teeter. You go there. You go here. Okay. Harris Teeter jasmine rice. So that's our rice. We need to fill it with water. I usually go 3 times as much water, which is real hard to guess when you're laying it out basically flat. That might not be enough rice. I don't know. We will fucking find out. This is unsalted butter. Boom. Unsalted butter. Of course, we don't need salt in our butter because we're going to add salt. Rice. Get that going. I'm actually out of iodized, but I wouldn't use iodized for this anyway. A sprinkle of non-iodized salt. Close that. Close that. That's it. Rice is dealt with. This and this. I defrosted this chicken half-hour ago. Pot of water. Exchange. Just doesn't be hot water. Just put it in there with like lukewarm water, and exchange what's in there every 15 minutes for 45 minutes, and whatever you have frozen is defrosted. I was watching Alton Brown's episode 5. Episode 5 of Good Eats, because I'm watching it with somebody. Episode 5 of Good Eats is his poultry episode. Something the Bird. Was it Romancing the Bird? 1? Don't know. We're going to be using this Caribbean mango, which if this was a real cooking show, I would tell you how to create a Caribbean mango salsa sauce to put in there. But this is not. This is a Zeke Cooks. Fuck off. Ingredients: mango, water, cane sugar, sweet red peppers, apple cider vinegar, onions, Dijon mustard, which has all that shit in it. Pepper sauce, cayenne peppers, canola or soybean oil, and then spice. Perfect. Get all that shit, mix it together, and you have that, or you just buy that. This bread is probably all gonna go bad by the time I get back. However, breakfast tomorrow, maybe I'll have some toast. Let's get this warmed up, because this is gonna be done. It's gonna hit 12 minutes once it hits temperature, which there's not a lot of water in there, so it's a lot of space for it to build up. So this is we're probably going to finish the chicken way before the rice is done. Or we'll get lucky and it'll finish at the same exact time. Cut, cut. Chickeny scissors, rinse them off. Leave that there in case we need to do it again. Oh, don't let your chicken like literally fall out into your sink, unless your sink is immaculate. Which my sink is not, in case you had to guess. Yes, Alton Brown was very, very insistent on how clean you have to be for chicken handling. Rinse and repeat. rinse this shit out so it doesn't stink up your garbage, although I'm throwing this out immediately tomorrow. I'm probably going to slice up an onion. Do I have any peppers left? Any other vegetables that are going to go bad? I have a Stella. I'll drink with the Stella. I got mashed potatoes, but I'm done with mashed potatoes. I eat so many fucking mashed potatoes. Applesauce. Got chuper sauce. Yes. Watch some Durarara. Now, I'm going to use this oil, the Firehouse oil, which I gotta remember where I bought this because it's really good in lots of things. I had leftover Chinese fried rice, and I didn't think I needed to film this. I had leftover Chinese fried rice, right? Right? Follow me so far? Yeah. I had string beans that needed to be cooked, and I had. Did I have another onion? Yeah, I had another onion. I'm just gonna solidify this chicken a little bit over high heat. Pull it back out, slice it at raw still, and then cut it up smaller. Because that's how we do it. It'd be a lot easier to cut this when it's not a gelatinous mass of raw chicken. Anyway, we could season this while it's doing its thing. A little bit of kosher salt. And by a little bit of kosher salt, I mean a fucking lot of kosher salt. Anyway, so I had leftover fried rice. I had vegetables that needed to go, so I made garlic, onions, and string beans. I sauteed that up. And then right at the end, when everything was just about done, I dumped in the fried rice. It was a whole pint of fried rice. Added some of that, hot oil, and a little bit of real soy sauce, like legit soy sauce, and tossed it all together with another egg. I cracked an egg into it, and I like improved the fried rice. I called it Zeos's improved fried rice. I may do that. That sounds like fun, less work than cooking from scratch. Buy things from places, and then improve them. I go to Boston Market and I can buy all their shit and I can make like a pie out of it. That's very high. We're just trying to make it so that when I slice this chicken, it's going to be a hell of a whole lot easier. So it's going to be a hell of a lot hotter. Give it a skin. We're also waiting for that to come to a boil. That's going to take a while. Cat. Inversion table. Living room that's a mess. I kissed your forehead. Now you're cursed. Put away dishes while this is happening. Yesterday was shitty. I made 2 cups of hot cocoa at the same exact time. I used 2 different cups. 2 different levels of milk to water. So the one with less milk and more water stayed hotter longer. They were both perfectly tempered when I drank them. Yeah, I'm that good. I'm that good. Favorite glasses, by the way. Fucking phenomenal glasses. These are not dry yet because they're plastic and they never dry fast enough. I'm gonna need a plate. Actually, no, I'm gonna need a bowl. It's interesting when the oil itself is actually acting as a flavor. All right. Uncap those to stay. You are still a little bit wet. You have to stay on caps. I can't put anything together that's gonna be wet. You are dry. I did a while ago. You're dry. Okay. And again, I always make my containers before I put them away. Because you always leave the lid, and you can stack the lids, and you can stack the things, and it takes up less space. Who cares? A, you don't need that many, that it should not fit. Like, look at this fucking cabinet. Look how many are in there. And that's taking up more space. If you ever need to store more than that much food in anything, you've fucked up. So leave them together, and you don't lose a lid, and it keeps dust out. It's great. Still wet. Still wet. I just used that one. These things go here. I'll just 4 fucking rolls. 1, 2. Actually, I'm calling these now. And it doesn't matter if there was raw chicken on that and I'm putting it back because the inside of this is raw. And I'm about to dig inside it. Like your mom. I want to cut up that onion. It's another thing that, oh, I got another onion here. Fuck. Fucking multi-onion discount. This one might actually hold up for the amount of time I'm going to be gone. It's, yeah, you know what? All right, you stay. You stay, onion. It'll be nice and dark here. You're getting the most sizzlack. Actually, I think I cut apples on this. Come on. Just a little bit of onion. One of these is just enough to add a little bit more to what we're doing. Now that's in half, you should be able to peel it easier. And I learned with peppers. I finally learned at the ripe old age of 173 that I like my peppers fat and not thin. Go figure. So I want my onions to cook rapidly, but not. So here, we're just gonna do this to the onions. I'll do this into thirds. Take them for a walk. Break them apart before you put them in the pan so you're not smashing them with a goddamn fork and spoon and knife, whatever else you want to smash them with. Ow, that's got hot oil on it. It takes like 2 seconds longer than normally putting it in here. But oh my god, it's so much easier. You're unfolding cards. Look at this. It's already looks artistic in the pan. That corner there. Down Periscope. Great movie. Don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe something about onions. Okay. Wooden spatula. Now there's not enough oil of that oil left for this, so I'm just gonna go with regular canola. I think that's canola. That's my olive. And I'm still getting the color of that oil because it's still in there. We're just gonna let this do its thing for. Stop trying to recombine, you bitch. What's my temperature at? Oh, my temperature's at off. So let's fix that. Set it to a temperature that's not off. This I need for tomorrow. This, I'll give a rinse. Now let's murder the chicken. There is a grain, just like meat, that runs this way. That means if I cut the chicken this way, it's going to be chewy. I want the chicken to fall apart. So I'm going to cut that there. Yeah, this is definitely, you know, not done. We're not trying to get it done. I'm going to do... Oh, Chewbacca wants some, but she can't have it, or she'll get salmonella. I don't know if cats can get salmonella. Are there any veterinarians that watch my channel, or the cooking channel? No, there's at least one doctor. Or doctor in training. Which basically means asshole, because I've seen those shows. I've seen the OC. I like my chicken raw. Please, raw. I could have probably actually sliced this in half and then done this, and this would have been a whole lot easier. God, I'm starving, which is a bad thing to have. Alright, let's actually cut these down the middle. Do the same with this. Down the middle, then down the length again. So we're basically making a stir fry. Length chicken. Chicken is good. Chicken is your pal. These chickens, oh, I have to make special accordances now because a vegetarian might be watching. And I don't want to upset any vegetarians. But here's the deal. These chickens were born and they're going to die. And if they die and nothing happens, then that's a waste. So it's better to just eat these chickens. Then they have a purpose for living. Alright guys? Can I get a hell yeah from the carnivores out there? Hell yeah. Okay. Should not need to use this knife again. Careful when you're wiping it down with your fingers, you don't figure out where the sharp end is. You should know already. You should avoid it. Now, I'm up. Ooh. That's a little high for the onion, so let's bring the temperature down in that pan. And how do we do that? Well, here's how we do that. This is clean. This only defrosted the chicken, which was sealed. This was hanging out upside down because it was nearly empty. I want it to keep hanging out upside down. This is stuff I replaced Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. So good. That touched raw chicken. So what are we doing with this? Let's give it a... Now I salted it, but I salted it when it was still like a whole thing. So let's hit some more surface area with that. And go back to this oil. The question becomes, how spicy do I want it? If you're going on a trip tomorrow, don't make your dinner spicy the night before. Trust me. Nice. Remember that hot pan that was burning the onions? Ain't hot no more. We just brought this temperature down like 150 degrees. And we're just going to keep moving it around. We're going to try to let it get level. Spread it all out. God, it smells fucking good. Now we don't add this. 3 minutes left. I didn't even notice to switch over. So it hit pressure. It hit pressure and counted down from 12 minutes. We're at 8:20. I started at 8:03. I filled it up. It was probably turned on by 8:05. It's 8:21 and there's 2 minutes left. So that's how fast pressure cooker makes rice. Perfect every time rice. And I could actually give it like one of those in case there's any liquids. I'm sure they do not recommend that. I will guarantee that is not a recommended practice. Still no lid for that. Too bad. Now, if you can see the bigger pieces and can actually flip them, like directly, to get the uncooked side down, that's for the best. And put this up a little higher even. And I haven't used this pan in a while. Because I just haven't been. That needs to flip. We're looking for raw chicken. There's raw chicken. Once the raw chicken is no longer visible and all you get is white, these pieces are so thin, it's done. We're not looking to make dry chicken. People think they have to cook the chicken. Oh, you're going to die if you don't have fully cooked chicken. 143 is what I cook to for white meat. 160 for dark. That takes some time. But 145, you're done with white meat. All right, we're pretty much there. Let's remove that heat yet again. Actually, let's lower this down because it's definitely gonna... This stuff is so good. Now this is gonna be the sauce that's gonna combine with the oils and the fats and the juices of the chicken. Oh. I'm gonna leave some in the bottle, but not a lot of it. Just if I want to add some like dipping amounts. Yeah, like it's gonna probably be that much sauce. Rice is now officially done. Pop that with the steam out. And now we're gonna let this actually continue cooking here. We're not shutting this heat off. You're just gonna get whatever the hell Caribbean mango flavor or chicken piccata rice pilaf flavor or cream of broccoli, cream of chicken, cream of broccoli, cream of... They don't make a cream of spinach, do they? Now, this one shut off. This will switch to low. Keep that in mind. And I can't touch that. A little bit watery. Not a lot of rice either. But That little bit of water there won't hurt. It's just going to evaporate. Let me just make sure the rice is actually cooked. Sticky. A little bit chewy. Got a good body though. Like some people I know. Oh. The butter and the salt. This is a meal. You throw some like mixed greens in this rice and it's over. Alright. I'm going to spread that back out so that any other moisture can be absorbed or evaporate. Take your pick. I'm actually going to shut it off because I don't want it to dry up. There's enough heat in there that if it was just off like it is, it's still going to be hot for like 25 more minutes. Hot. Not warm, hot. If these chicken pieces seem a little big, you can go and give them a little... They're soft now that you've cooked them down. How's that one? Sometimes chicken will have a weird... I've had thin sliced chicken cutlets where they're super thin, and you cook them perfectly, and they crunch. It's the weirdest like sensation. Like all the tendons were just in a row, and it's just weird to chew on, but they don't taste any different. Just a texture malfunction, I guess is what I would call it. Okay. This looks really good. Now, I wouldn't always use just white meat. Sometimes I would do half white, half dark, but that's what I had defrosted. In the future Zeos, when you pop things in a Ziploc, in a vacuum bag, do half white, half dark, or very small packages of light and dark, so you can defrost two. Remember, the more surface contact you have with the water, the faster it will defrost. So that 45-minute defrost might only take a half hour if you've got like one cutlet vacuum sealed together. I'm going to call this perfect temperature, done, dunzo, not gonzo. That's a type of porn. Although you couldn't have told it to a 6-year-old version of me who just thought it was a goddamn Muppet Baby. Muppet Babies, do. Muppet Baby. See, it's got lost a lot of that moisture. It's all... It's still going into the rice. It's perfect. What's that? Like 1.5 spoonfuls? Let's go with the full 2 spoonfuls. Now this is going to start heating up this bowl to the point where I can't hold it. So make this fast. I like spatulas for this job because I can get enough, just enough liquid. And you can scrape them off perfectly on the side. You could add more vegetables to this. You could add peppers. I'm getting rid of an onion. And you want to add enough of that sauce so that that rice isn't lonely at the bottom of there. Okay. Season to taste on the table. You could also add more of this. If this stuff starts, if you start taking too much sauce and you don't have enough, you got whatever you left in the bottle. Add to that, it'll warm up your good. This, I should not need to cover it because I'm probably going to finish this whole amount tonight. There's nothing in here. That, who cares? Spread it out. Kill your light. Pick that up. Am I going spoon? Sometimes I'll get the wrong utensils, so I eat slower. This is a legitimate strategy for losing weight, by the way. If you eat slower, your body has more time to say, hey, you're full. Like if I got this fucking spoon out, this massive spoon, I could finish that in like four goddamn spoonfuls. What if I got this spoon out? A, it'll be harder to get a piece of chicken out, but it'll be easier to get rice. The ultimate weight loss tool is this. I'm not joking you. You're laughing. I see you fucking laughing, you assholes, but just go out to Best and Beyond and buy one of these for like 79 cents. You're gonna scratch your ear, Chewbacca? It looks cute. Oh. And try eating only... You're gonna struggle like a motherfucker. And you're gonna be so just done. Like, I think that you're gonna be... I guarantee you at least your meals take longer, which is half the battle. I know. You want some chicken. Go ask for some motherfucking asshole for chicken. Alright, procedure for giving Chewbacca chicken. Small piece, put it in your mouth, it's gonna be hot. Suck off the sauce and give her some white meat chicken. If it's too hot, she's not going to eat it regardless. That could actually probably use a little more salt. Yeah, woo. Yeah. Because that's more sweet than salty, so I'm going to go with pink Himalayan, which I'm almost out of. Might as well do this. No, it's got just the right amount of spice. I don't want to add any red pepper flake, which is my default. The Stella Artois. Do I need my bottle opener for this? I believe I do. Where is she? Milwaukee branded bottle opener. Ideally, there'd be a bottle opener here. I'm gonna go, but then it would land in my cat's water dish. Okay, so now I have no place to put this because I'm an idiot. No, that's me really being an idiot. I'm gonna watch TV now. You enjoy this this special where I teach you things, sort of, maybe. It's always just method, because I never really have recipes. When Good Eats started, he didn't have any recipes. He just taught you about food. I've been doing that for years now, so at some point I'm gonna have to tell you exactly what to do, or really come up with better ways to talk about things. So, good night.